Greetings, everybody from Mars Revealed. Here we are again. This time, this is episode number 6 of Anomalies Found on Mars. Please subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss out on any of this good stuff. I make it short and sweet. We go through a bunch of anomalies, and I'm looking forward to your comments in the chat or in the comment section below. That would be great. So let's dive right in. We've got some amazing ones in this little installment. I expect this to be well received. So let's hit it. Here we go. Going back to Gigapan, courtesy of Nev Thompson. This was I don't actually have the Sol in here, but like this is definitely an older one. Found on March of 2021. Got a few things that are really interesting of note here. Let's look at this object. Here it is blown up. Crazy. Look at that. Looks like a little, I mean, I think it's relatively small. Looks almost like a box or a structure, kind of a V top over here, an A-frame sort of thing, but it could just be rectangular. Who knows? This weird thing over here, look at this. Here's this blown up. Look at the outline of this face. And then down here, it's looking like a nose, mouth. I see this a lot is where the agency will sometimes, I think, morph stuff together or Photoshop, whatever their version of that is. So we have an obscuring practice of some sort going on. Look at this. This is crazy. And there's definitely something here, something here. Who knows? My favorite, though, on this Gigapan is this thing. Look at that. Blown up. I call it a television, Mars TV. It's not, but it looks metallic. It looks like a fairly square, almost trapezoidal kind of opening. Stuff over on the left side. Really crazy, but that's pretty interesting, folks. Let me know what you think. Let's go to the next one. This just real quick though. This is a few things. This isn't one of my favorites by any stretch, but you've got some odd objects that are highlighted. Again, if you want to check out any of these Gigapans, just type this in to your browser and it should show up, assuming it's still a live link. This is MSL 1434, so it goes back a few years, quite a few years. Some interesting glyphs and whatnot here. All right, this is a top 10 find in my mind of what I have found, I think. I don't know. This could be a number of things, I think. Here we go. Here it is in its actual form. This is blown up. You've got these weird kind of ridgy spherical things. I don't know if that is just the processing or if that's the actual object. This could be, I don't know what this is, but it's odd, right? And does not look normal. Almost looks like you could think it's some sort of technology. You can even make out sort of you wanted to go with this hand here, an arm. So it could be something mechanical. Sometimes we find things that look not unlike a drone or robot. This could be, I don't know what. Who knows? I mean, it looks a little like an animal here. It looks like a kind of a backpack, something sharp here. My feeling it's probably just scrap. There's other stuff in this area that people have pointed out that it looks like destroyed technology of some sort, but it's pretty fascinating if you look at it. Looks crazy. Look at that. Look at these. This looks pretty hand oriented, probably unrelated, but still pretty cool. Next thing. All right. I love this one too. This is a good one. Look at this. This is crazy. When I first saw this, my first thought was like, what does it look like? Looks like a rooster, chicken, eye, head, beak. Okay. And then I stopped for a second, took a look at this. Bear with me on this. So this is the one where I break out what I think it is. I'm going to go into detail. So I think that this was a prosthetic arm or leg, and that there used to be a foot or a hand attached to this, and this allowed it to pivot. So this almost looks like a, again, some sort of mechanical device, some sort of hinge, I guess, in my mind. But if you come in tight, this looks like bone. This looks like that it was some sort of possible organic material that was covered. I don't know, could be covered by something on the outside or purely organic. It's going to here. This looks like a C curve to me. I know it's a little blurry coming down to here, which tells me that was where I was thinking it's something that bent at this knee or elbow or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it just looks very odd. This for sure, this is not natural. And again, I just was thinking, other people thought it might be a just an arm, possibly part of another robot mechanical kind of device. But look at that. Look at this, folks. If you found this on Earth, you'd say this was not natural. So I don't know. I like it. What do you think? I think this one should be the cover. I mean, this one, I have another one that's coming up. You let me know which one you think, but it'll be too late because I already have the cover by the time you see it. A few more like the other one, just some odd looking structure, objects, faces. This almost looks like an opening, could be a housing structure. You can make out odd faces in all of these. And again, I don't get too hung up on the facial recognition stuff because I know that you can just go crazy with it. So I did that earlier on. April is within the first few months of me really diving deep into this. And then if you notice, if you look at my more recent stuff on Mars Revealed on Facebook page, you'll see that I have not been selecting these sort of things anymore. Interesting profile to the shape of this. You have almost a profile face. Something odd here. You can even make out a fish here. Look, actually pretty good. Face, eye, mouth, fin. Yeah, not great, but we have some other good stuff coming up, and this is it. This is it, folks. Look at this. This is the thing down here. Couple of options I gave you. I pulled the actual original Mars raw from the process by that was by Nev. Yeah, this one was from Nev. This is from Mars, the NASA site on the Mars NASA site. So it was cleaned up a little bit. I mean, I found this way back in the beginning. It blew me away. I'm looking at this. Looks large to me. It looks reptilian. Does this not look like a reptilian, fossilized reptilian head? And I do think this does look organic to me. I don't know if this is something that would be a sculpture. It could be. Um, and again, it's hard to see in here, but you can make out. But this is with a little bit of cleanup. I mean, you have eye, nose, jawline, mouth. I mean, it looks like just classic reptilian. If you're into UFO stuff or ET species, off-planet species, you're going to know about the reptilians. And the descriptions of reptilians are often in this way, almost, somewhat of a kind of a humanoid skull, but with obvious reptilian features. I mean, this is mind-blowing, folks. And this was actually originally found by Sarah Runcie, and I had asked her back in the day. She was fine with me putting it on here. She's always great about that. But I had found it separately, and then subsequently realized that she had also found it. But I like to give credit where credit is due. Always need to do that. But look at this again. I mean, come on. Look at that. It's crazy. I don't know. Reptilian stuff. I think there's a lot of species that lived on Mars. All right, so listen, we're gonna leave this one, but I want you to go check it out. Go MSL 1439 right here. This is the Gigapan to the snapshot. If the snapshot's not alive or alive, then just like go through the bottom of the snap and you'll be able to find it. All right. Interesting stuff. Some variety face here, a little head. Um, something odd here, but I go down to this structure, this little amalgamation. Look at this. This looks like an elongated skull or sculpture. Have a nose, mouth, very defined chin, kind of a cone head thing here. I go over here. This might be hard to make out, but look, this looks like almost like an elbow or shoulder joint, or shoulder structure or something like that. I kind of make out a decomposed body here. It could be a shoulder blade, could be again arm, could be a head. Look, eyes, head, forehead. I know this might be a little bit of a stretch. I don't know what this thing would be doing on this, but pretty interesting. I think this one's pretty cool. So yeah, that's it. I think we need to we'll do one more here. This one's pretty cool. This is a structure. Look at this. Look at the top. You've seen these tops before. It's like stacked squares and a little bit of a dimple on the top. Yeah, I've seen this a lot. Sometimes just lying on the ground. So I don't know what this represents. This looks like a carved face. You've got something going on here that looks slightly reptilian or snake what-like. And this is a whole carved area. Look at all this stuff. I mean, it's hard to make out, but this is really interesting. It looks like there might be an entryway here. This might be worth going and checking out. This is again pretty old. MSL 1439. Go to this snapshot, take a gander around. Pretty interesting stuff. If there was dwellings back here, they would be living, the society would be living deep inside of the mountain, most likely. And these might have been just, go away kind of scary carvings into the side of the mountain. So that'll do it for today, folks. Thank you very much. You can please subscribe and like, and we will see you again back here shortly at the Mars Revealed. Thanks a lot.